Okay, so let's unpack this. We are dedicating this entire deep dive to a single, really specific piece of hardware.
Right. The Aurora Multimedia PS0081-1-US.
That's the one, the 48-volt, 24-watt PoE Gigabit power supply injector.
It's a fascinating choice. I mean, for a component that sells for what, under $60?
$59.98 to be exact.
And yet, it's this perfect microcosm of government procurement, trade tensions, and, just solid AV installation strategy.
Exactly. And our mission here is to figure out why this little power injector is the key to all of that.
And for you, the listener, this is really a masterclass in how these tiny technical specs can become major business drivers.
It's a product where its value is defined just as much by trade policy as by its electrical output.
So let's start with the basics. From a technical standpoint, what is it?
It's a power over Ethernet injector, a PoE injector.
Right. Its job is pretty simple. It takes a standard network cable and injects power onto it.
Specifically, 48 volts DC at 24 watts. That's your 48 VDC 24W spec.
So it powers a device over a gigabit Ethernet cable. It's a foundational piece of kit, and the source says it's currently in stock.
But the minute you look at the promotional copy, the whole conversation it shifts completely. They are aggressively pushing the fact that the product is tariff-free.
That's the hook.
Yeah. Why would a manufacturer lead with that, a logistical detail over its technical ability?
Because they're not just selling a component, they were selling a procurement solution.
A solution, okay.
By positioning it as tariff-free, they're basically telling integrators that this is a budget-friendly and cost-efficient option. It takes the guesswork out of the final cost.
So it removes the risk of unexpected supply chain costs.
Exactly. It's a direct response to all the volatility we see in global trade.
And, speaking of minimizing risk, the support package that's attached to this little injector it's kind of astonishing.
Oh, it is.
They're offering free USA shipping, a free lifetime commitment that covers phone, chat, text, fax, email, everything.
Plus the Aurora factory warranty.
For a commodity piece of hardware, that's incredible.
It is. That level of support turns a small, easily replaceable part into a high-value, low-risk choice.
And that low-risk thinking is essential for institutional clients, which I think leads us to the biggest detail of all.
That would be the TAA factor.
Right. But we can't assume everyone listening knows this jargon. So for the audience, what does it actually mean for a power supply to be TAA compliant?
So TAA stands for the Trade Agreements Act. It's a really important U.S. regulation.
Okay.
It basically dictates where federal agencies and their contractors can buy goods from.
It restricts the country of origin.
Pretty much. TAA compliance means the product was made or substantially transformed in the U.S. or in a specific list of approved countries. For a big federal contract, it's non-negotiable.
And the source material really leans into this, with links to government purchasing and TAA-approved products.
Yes, it's a clear signal.
So this isn't just a cheap part for a small business. This $60 injector is designed to be the bedrock of secure, high-stakes government and institutional AV systems.
That's exactly right. And you have to look at the larger ecosystem Aurora is playing in.
What do you mean?
Well, the source mentions them at huge international trade shows like IS 2023 and the upcoming ISE 2025 in Barcelona.
They're a serious player.
A very serious one. And you see this little injector being used with their high-end gear, their DXP62 video switchers, their REX control touch panels.
The ones that handle room automation.
Yes, and their beamforming downtime mics for professional conferencing. This tiny power supply is the compliant, safe entry point that anchors those massive multi-million-dollar system sales.
Wow. Okay, let's bring it all back home. We started with 48 volts DC.
And we ended up talking about global trade regulations and federal procurement rules.
It's the perfect illustration of how, in high-tech infrastructure, the smallest technical part is also a logistical and, a political one.
It really is, and that raises a final important question for you to think about.
Go on.
We've focused on the benefits of this tariff-free option, but what does the need to market an item like this so explicitly tell you about where supply chain risk is heading? Not just in AV, but in all high-tech fields. Maybe, start researching the actual regulations that make TAA compliance so necessary. It's a huge story hiding behind a simple power injector.